Hey, what's good guys? This is Chris from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we're taking a look at these guys right here. This is another affordable option from Jordan Brand Performance, and it's called the Jordan 2x3. So these guys, like I was saying, another Jordan Brand Performance model, an affordable one at that. Retail is supposed to be about 100 to 110 bucks. I believe it's 110. I grabbed these from an eBay seller from overseas because they have not landed here in the States just yet. I did not grab them from China because they always have like the wider last, and I haven't been liking the way that those have been fitting. So I grabbed from a different retailer. These are not a PF version. It's just a normal shoe, not on a wide last. I love how they fit, by the way. True to size for anybody wondering. They do look a little bit roomy in the front. Like they look like they have a lot of volume in there. Like when I first saw them, I was kind of like, oh man, this is gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a big sloppy fit. But then I played in them a little bit and I was like, nope, they feel awesome. Now, if you're looking at these and you think that they look a little familiar, it's because they use tooling used on a previous Jordan Brand team model called the Jordan Hustle. And that was the shoe with the zipper and stuff. I think they're over at like Nike factory stores and outlets right now for a pretty good price. They had dropped down to like $40, $50. Like that's a really good price. But these guys have the same exact stuff. You got the same exact outsole. You got full-length herringbone. The difference between this and the version of the Hustle that I played in is that the Hustle that I used had a clear rubber outsole, so sometimes there was some slipping. These guys right here, though, on the same floor that I'd slip on in that shoe, these just were monsters on that surface, which is great. So solid rubber, usually the best way to go. Not always, but usually. And on top of that, I think that this is going to be a great indoor-outdoor option. So it's going to last outdoors and it'll perform well indoors for anybody curious. And again, it doesn't break the bank, roughly about $110. The midsole itself is Phylon. You have a 4-foot Zoom Air unit. The Hustle had a rectangle unit, which was, you know, zoom bags right there that you've seen in like the KD7s and stuff like that. These, I don't have any confirmation on what type of zoom it is. All I know is that it feels like it's a normal zoom bag, so like the normal shape. And what I mean by that is the stuff that you would see in something like an Air Jordan 13 or an Air Jordan 14, Jordan 6 rings, stuff like that. So I'm not positive, I'm just pretty sure that's what I'm feeling. I'm not 100% on that. So if I'm wrong, I'm not saying that I'm gonna be like 100% right. I'm just saying that's what I think it's in there. And then there's nothing in the back. It's just, again, Phylon and all that stuff. Very smooth ride despite how chunky they look. Somebody on Instagram has said that they look clunky. I disagree. I think that they look very smooth. They look chunky, but clunky is not what they look like. These things look like they're gonna roll right into your stride, which is what they do. So if you do happen to hit on your heel, you're gonna roll right into your forefoot and you're good to go. The upper material on these guys is a mixture between synthetic leathers, which is on the rear, as well as a very thick textile on the midfoot and forefoot area. The shoe overall, especially in this colorway, reminds me of a bunch of Jordan shoes. Not only does the colorway remind me of the Air Jordan 2, but the shoe itself reminds me of the Air Jordan 3 a little bit, which you could see that is played right here with the eyelets. That is directly from the Air Jordan 3. The overall collar shape really reminds me of the Air Jordan 33. They even got the Nike Air tab, the, you know, big fat tongue that's on the Jordan 3 and 33 and all that stuff. And then the panel right here, while it also is reminiscent of the 33 itself, it really reminds me of the Air Jordan 22. And then you even have that X stitching brought back that you would see on some of those older models. And then you have something like the bungee cord right here, which is reminiscent of the Air Jordan 10. It even has that style font on there. So it's a nice little kind of like throwback package of older models all in a brand new model. It kind of looks like the Jordan 33 again, but it looks kind of like a takedown model of that. And something that I just wanted to talk about real quick is the Nike Air on the back, because the right shoe looks great. The left shoe, it looks off-centered. However, if you look at the actual spacing on the panels themselves, they look like they're in the exact same spots. So what I think is happening here is that when they're manufacturing these things, they're putting them in a computer, you know what I mean? Like the embroidery computer and stuff like that. It's stitching them on the panels, whether it's a heel tab from an Air Jordan 4 or it's this little leather piece from the Air Jordan, or it's not an Air Jordan, but the Jordan 2x3. And then I think that what's happening is once they're putting them on the shoes, I think it's the shape of the shoe that's giving you that illusion that it's off-centered because it's kind of swooping this way. And so I think it's just a mind, you know what I mean? Like I think they are on their straight, or I wouldn't say straight, but they're on there identically as far as measurements are concerned. I just think that the shape of the shoe when you're looking at them from the rear throws the left one off a little bit. Super weird. It's happening on all the Jordan 4s, the white cements, the black cements, all that stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just me thinking that. Maybe it's just a theory. I don't know. Now, one last thing that's cool about these guys right here is the padding. Nicely padded, not like heavily sculpted with pillows and stuff like that, but there's a lot of like fluffy stuff in there that it's so fluffy! Minorly sculpted, and it feels good if you like touch it and everything, which I mean, that's what she said, but we're not gonna talk about that. All I know is that when you stick your foot in there, it feels nice, which that would be really weird if you did that, but. And that pretty much takes care of everything for the Jordan 2x3. I do not know when they're gonna be landing here in the States. All I know is that this is a Jordan team shoe or whatever, not a signature, so there's no release dates on stuff like this. So the Jordan Legacy 312 lows, these guys, there's an upcoming called the Jordan Zero Gravities. They almost look like a Why Not 02 low top, but it's not the Why Not 02 low top. That's gonna be a different shoe. So these shoes right here just don't have release dates for anybody curious. So just keep your eyes open. We'll do the same thing. As soon as we see stuff like this available, we post it over at WearTesters.com. I will leave a link in the description box below to where I got my pair because I paid retail plus shipping, which was, I think the total was like $135. Might be a little expensive. So like I would probably wait for them to release on like in the States. But if you like really want a pair and you can't wait for whatever reason, you can click the link and check out. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Let me know what you guys think about these down below in the comment section. And until next time, guys, have a good one.
You brought up the Jumpman hustle.
Yeah.
And if any of you guys missed the performance review or you just want to have a good laugh, you need to go back and check out that video.
Why, what did I do?
We did the Manscaped commercial in there.
That was that video?
Yes. It's a classic. You guys should just go check it out.
There's a lot of dick jokes in that one. So, that was creativity on point though.
Yeah.
Like to the umph degree and stuff. I got my Deadpool on and you know, just went at it with a clam hammer.
That was a lot of fun.
My favorite dick reference.
I had this list of like 200 different things you could call it.
You know how there's a thesaurus for real words where we looked up a dirty book one.
Yeah.
And it was all the different ways that you can call a dick something. And it was just so damn funny. And clam hammer is just by far my favorite. And that might show you my maturity level at times, my sense of humor, if you will. 'Cause my sense of humor is all over the place. Like I like the dry, witty, sarcastic shit, but I love just the in-your-face, dirty, raunchy shit too, and everything in between. But clam hammer, for some reason, has this. Could you imagine Thor with like Mjolnir, right? But instead of I summon the clam hammer, it just would be so damn funny. So yeah.
At the end of the day, y'all are just 12-year-old boys.
Them or me?
All of you guys.
Yeah, that's true. Whoever made that up, he's the real MVP. You know what I mean?
I don't know. There was a ton of. I didn't even know you could have so many different ways to say.
It was hilarious, man. Like we were laughing writing it, like just being like, which one's we gonna choose?
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't even remember how we used clam hammer, but it was so funny. But anyways, these guys right here, derivative of the 33.
Oh, totally.
Clearly. But then like, I don't know if you remember the 22, I got them over there, but like that back panel, super look like it. There's colorways of this shoe, other colorways with that camo that those 22s up there got.
Yeah.
And like, I was just like, man. And then there's some people, like shout out to Schollard on Instagram, using an OG Jordan head. But like he and I, like we both are on the same wavelength where it's like when you release the Jordan 32, right? And then it clearly looked like the damn, like it looked like a real beefed up version of the 2, like a real modernized version. And all of us were excited for a colorway that looked just like this. And when none of us got it, man. I'm like, he's a big fan of the 2s too, you know what I mean? Like
that's an interesting one to be a fan of.
The 2?
Yeah, I
love the 2. Oh no, the 2 is so, I wouldn't say slept on, it's just like straight hated.
Well, that's the thing. I never hear anybody claim the 2's their favorite.
When I was growing up, it was the 2, the 8, and the 15. Like those were the ones where like, just for some reason people just did not like those things. I was one of them. Like the 8s, it took me a long time to warm up to those. And even then, like I like them, but like I don't like love the shoe. You know what I mean? Like if I was gonna rank like upon visual aesthetics, like the 8 would probably be like way low.
Really?
Yeah.
You've had a lot of 8s, so I wouldn't think that.
I've had them all, honestly. Like I've had, not every single one of them, but I've had all the original colors, and those ones I really like. And then I've had a few of the, like I used to have the orange ones for like Warrior games. This is back when it was the We Believe team, so at the time the colors matched. That shoe, I like playing in them, surprisingly enough. Like they're kind of like, they're heavy, they're tanks, but like they're fun, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, those are the 3 that like, you know, at least 1 through 15, because after the 15, it feels like just the majority don't, at least the younger generation, the majority don't like anything.
We all know what I think of the 15.
They're beautiful. No, they're beautiful and they don't look like the Reebok question.